So here's an example of one live well going down into it, and this guy right here is obviously the drain, and then as you looking up here on the side, we have the nozzle. The water comes in here from the pump, and right up here we have this should be the top level of the water going, is sort of the spillover, the drain for when it's full. Water should be emptying out there and through the side of the boat. Side of the boat, where I believe the water should be coming out, and I'll verify in a second with the hose, is down here. Now, that's obviously going to be below the water line. Whether or not that poses a problem for water to spill out the top, it remains to be seen. But we'll find out in a second. And then, of course, we have the other live well, and same setup over there. So, onto the pumps here. Down the bilge, we have two pumps. They're Atwood V750 on both, A750s on both sides. Here's for the right live well and the left live well. And we have the valve mechanism for both is right down there for each, as you can see. So we have, it's kind of hard to see here, but let me move that out of the way. The direction of my finger is towards the stern. Water comes in, it's pulled in, straight through, goes up into the nozzle head, obviously, and fills up the live well. Then over here on this side of the pump, over here, perhaps this is where the water gets pulled in and fills up the live well. This guy right here might fill up the live well. Where's my finger? Right here. So this is probably where it comes in and fills up the live well. And then this is sort of like a pass-through. We got two sides here. Water gets pulled in to this guy from the stern, comes through, makes a turn here, because the pump is here, so the pump's got to obviously be the driving force. Yeah, this must go up into the live well. And then this guy right here would be for the drain to come out and back out through the stern for the empty position. So now this green tab right here, you can see this tab has 3 positions. If I move this tab, I really need to get the phone down here. There's basically a forward tab. It's very hard to see right now. This cable is out in the way. There we go. Maybe that'll help a little bit. If you can barely see that green tab, I don't know how this will look in a video clip. When I move this tab to the forward position, the water does not drain out. So it basically locks it, and the water stays in the live well. If I move this to the down or middle position, the water, this might be recirculate, but I'm not entirely sure. And then if I flip this guy all the way to the back, so the tip is pointing towards the stern, then that drains it out. So that's basically what we've got here for my particular system. Again, the pumps are Atwood A750s. This V750 you see down here is the bilge pump, and then here's the other live well pump. You can actually see, I should have used this guy the entire time. Here's the back position, or drain, and if I move this to the center, that's probably recirculate, and then forward towards the front of the boat is to keep water in basically the live well. This should be the position that's also called auto, I would think, and would allow the water to drain out naturally. And the problem I have is that no matter what position these guys are in, at least whatever forward position those guys are in, water is coming up very, very high, like the height of my hand, like almost to the rim of the live well. And you will not be able to see this probably, but if I position this underneath here, the under, and here we are, part 2, where I was before I cut it off. The under edge of the live well, when the water fills up, it's sloshing over up underneath here where there's a little bit of a gap, and down into the bilge, and I'm taking on water, and I got to pump out. So what I think is happening is that on both sides, or one side, I'm not sure. That's what the hose is going to confirm for us. This guy, which is the overflow drain, right here where my finger is, the top, is clogged, and or is for whatever reason not draining the live well when the water reaches up to this level. So that's what we think is going on. Let's do some tests.